Hello everybody and welcome to another Nephilim Builds. Today we're going to completely break the system as Maple from Bofuri. As always, keep in mind that these videos are about capturing the spirit of the character rather than capturing their abilities perfectly. That said, New World Online is a game. An unbalanced, broken game where you pick a starting weapon, allocate your stats, and then do stuff until it gives you skills. There's honestly more room for customization than even D&D, which means we have a lot of leeway here. So with that said, let's start with ability scores. We'll start with the 15 in Constitution. Being tough is her entire shtick. Out of that, we'll put the 14 into Charisma. Everybody loves her. Up next is the 13 in Strength. That shield looks heavy. After that is the 12 in Dexterity. Before you say anything, it doesn't actually affect movement speed, so we don't actually have to dump it. We'll put the 10 into Intelligence. We don't really need it, but she does come up with some clever skill combos, and we'll dump Wisdom. She's just a little doofy. Moving on to race, Kaede Honja is a human, but Maple is practically an angel at this point, among other things, so we're going to make her a Protector Aasimar. We'll put our increases into Charisma and Constitution, and we'll get Dark Vision of 60 feet, Celestial Resistance, Healing Hands, the Light Cantrip, and speak Common and Celestial. We're going to make a custom background, taking Persuasion and Intimidation for skills, and Elvish and Sylvan for languages since we don't need any tools. For class, we're going to start off as a Barbarian, getting Strength and Constitution saving throws, and taking Athletics and Perception. We'll also be proficient in Light and Medium Armor, Shields, and all weapons. At level 1 we get Rage and Unarmored Defense, the second of which we won't be using. At level 2 we get Danger Sense and Reckless Attack, which again we're not using. At level 3 we get our Primal Path, which will be Path of the Beast, getting Form of the Beast. We will be exclusively using this for a bite attack. We also get Radiant Soul. Lastly, at level 4 we'll gain Ability Score Improvement, which we'll put into Constitution. Now we're going to multiclass to Aberrant Soul Sorcerer. At level 1 we get Psionic Spells and Telepathic Speech. At level 2 we get Font of Magic, and at level 3 we get Meta Magic, taking Careful Spell and Heightened Spell. At level 4 we get an Ability Score Improvement, which will cap our Constitution. At level 5 we get Magical Guidance, and at level 6 we get Psionic Sorcery. At level 8 we get another Ability Score Improvement, which we'll use to take the Tough feat. At level 10 we get another Meta Magic, which will be Empowered Spell, and at level 12 we get one last Ability Score Improvement, which we'll put into Charisma. We're going to stop here, which means we finally have our modifiers. Now to talk spells. As a sorcerer, our spellcasting ability is Charisma. Our spell save DC is 17, our spell attack modifier is +9, and we have 6 cantrips to choose from. We'll take Poison Spray, but nothing else really fits, so we'll take True Strike, Blade Ward, Resistance, Guidance, and Prestidigitation. As a level 12 sorcerer, we'll have 4 first level slots, 3 second, third, and fourth level slots, 2 fifth level slots, and 1 sixth level slot. We'll automatically get Arms of Hadar and Ivard's Black Tentacles for Hydra or Seeping Chaos, Summon Aberration for half of Predator, and Telekinesis for Psychokinesis. We also get Rari's Telepathic Bond to communicate with your party during events, and Sitting to pop off a message any other time. We also get Mind Sliver, Dissonant Whispers, Calm Emotions, and Detect Thoughts as freebies, and we'll have 12 other spells to choose from. We'll take Magic Missile for something we'll do later, Shield just in case we need some more defense, and Hold Person can be Paralyzing Shout when upcast. Banishment is the closest we'll get to Devour, and Stone Skin will be a heavily reflavored Woolly. We'll take Animate Objects for Poltergeist, Cloud Kill will serve as Deadly Breath, while Cone of Cold will be Frozen Earth. Far Step can be Cover Move, and Wall of Stone can be Crystal Wall. For our final spells, we'll take Sunbeam for Spirit Cannon, and Tasha's Otherworldly Guise for the closest we're going to get to Machine God. The reason we took Magic Missile was so that we'd actually have something to fire with this form. It's a tricky skill to mimic. Going back to the main sheet, we obviously need to give Maple her signature gear. Crescent Moon, which is a short sword, Replica of the Dark Knight, her shield, and Armor of the Black Rose, which is half-plate armor. Now here's the thing. This says supposed to be a unique, one-of-a-kind grab, as in it's the only set. To me that should mean that it's all +3, but since it's from an early game boss, I'll restrain myself and make it all +1. We'll also give her a Periapt of Proof Against Poison for poison immunity, and a component pouch for spellcasting. With all of her armor, her AC is 20, her movement speed is 30, and her average HP is 193 with 4d12 and 12d6 hit dice. And with that, we are done. From here you can continue on in Sorcerer for a final ability score improvement, which you can use to either cap your Charisma, or take either the Magic Initiate feat to grab Entangle for Mother Nature, or the Fighting Initiate feat for the Defense Fighting style, all while grabbing more spells. Another option is to take those levels in Cavalier Fighter for better ways to defend your party and taking defense anyway, and then simply choosing between the Charisma boost or Entangle for your ability score improvement. Personally, I'd take the Charisma. And before anyone says anything about raging and spellcasting, the Rage and the Bite attack are a last-ditch Hail Mary move for when spellcasting fails you. So, exactly how Maple does it. Thank you everybody so much for watching. Let me know what you thought of this video down in the comments, and I'll see you all next week for another breaking character.